What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to see you out there. Hey, today we're not on the water. It's a weekday. I just got home from work and I have a little bit of maintenance to do on one of the boats. So I thought it'd be cool to share it with you guys. So what I have is a 22-foot Stiffy push pole that is a mixture of graphite and fiberglass. And in the last year of Corey and I fishing out of this boat, I've left this push pole in the sun, exposed the elements, and I'm starting to get fiberglass burrs all on this thing. And I searched YouTube up and down, left and right, and could not find a video for recoating or repainting a push pole other than a straight fiberglass one, which was just a straight paint it. So what I figured I'd do is do a little informational video of what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take some 200 grit sandpaper. I'm gonna set it up in some buckets off the boat, and I'm gonna sandpaper the burrs off and get it nice and smooth again. And then I've got some UV resistant clear coat. It's just a straight clear coat, arts and craft. It's UV resistant, it's non-yellowing, it's moisture resistant coating, and it dries in minutes. So I used to build custom fishing rods. I thought about using flex coat, turn the Stiffy push pole and put some flex coat on it and let that dry. But I'm gonna try this as this step, and if it doesn't work, second step will be flex coat. But I think this is gonna work. UV resistant, clear gloss, dries in minutes. I'm gonna set it up on some 5-gallon buckets. I'm gonna sandpaper it with 200 grit sandpaper, knock the fiberglass burrs down, and then we're gonna put 3 coats of this UV gloss on it. I think that's gonna get us back in shape and get us through another summer. So you guys hang in there, let me get everything set up, and we'll take care of this push pole, see if we can't get it back to normal. Alright guys, here we go. We've got some 220. This is what I had in the garage here. Piece of 220. We got the push pole set up on some buckets here out in the yard. All I'm going to do is just rough that thing up and get all the burrs off of it. Once all the burrs are off of it, we're going to wipe it down and then we're going to spray it. So let's get to wiping. So guys, all I'm doing is I'm just roughed it up. You can see here, it's got that dust on it where I just took the sandpaper. Just did that number. All we want to do is knock those burrs down. All right, so the burrs are knocked down nice. The push pole is ready for a coat. I'm gonna get some alcohol and some old t-shirts. I'm just gonna wipe this thing down real good. I'm gonna clean it, get all the salt off of it, try to get all that dust, fiberglass dust off of it. Give us a nice surface for this clear coat to adhere to, and then we'll get a couple coats on it and see how it looks. So let me get some alcohol and get this thing wiped down real quick. Alright guys, so I do not have acetone. I'm just going to use standard rubbing alcohol. That should wipe it down and give us a good surface. So you can see here, I just got some rubbing alcohol and an old t-shirt I don't need anymore. We're going to soak it down, clean this thing up, and then once it air dries, which should be really quick, that alcohol should evaporate quick, we'll put the first coat on it. All right, guys, so it's wiped down, it's good, it's drying. I'll give you guys a little view of what it looks like. We're probably like 2 or 3 minutes away from spraying the first coat. This is super easy. I guess maybe that's why there's no videos on YouTube how to do it. It's a pretty easy process. Let me give you a look at what it looks like now, and then we'll go into coating. All right, so we've sanded it. You can see it's roughed up. Let that focus a little bit. So we've sanded it and we've wiped it down. She looks rough right now, but I think it's fixing to look a whole lot better. So I've got it set up on some buckets out here in the air. We've got a good little breeze, nice and cool under the pecan tree. We're gonna get this thing sprayed up. Let's get our little can of gloss here and go for our first coat. All right, guys, now we're gonna just coat it. Nice thin coat, nothing too crazy. Let it dry and then we'll flip it and get the other side. Seems like it's soaking it up really nice. All right, first coat on the top is done. I'm gonna give it, all right, our first coat on the top is done. We gotta flip it, do the underside, and then we're gonna do, I'm gonna start with 2 coats and we'll see how that goes. So I'll spare you guys the bottom half. I'm gonna let it dry and I'll knock that out, put it on a little fast forward, let you see how that goes. And then we'll give it a few minutes to dry and we'll check and see how that first coat did. So stand by, let me do the bottom side, and then we'll look at it together. All right, first coat's completely done. It's done, it's starting to dry. It's not tacky anymore. It's only been about 5 or 10 minutes, or maybe a few little tacky spots. As you can see, 1 coat and those little stubs are already starting to lay down. It already looks better. I'm already not feeling any the little fiberglass pricklies. I can see some. You can see a few in there. They're still sticking up. But that's just 1 coat. So I think 2 coats, 2 good coats. I'm gonna put 1 more good coat on it, and I think we're gonna be good to go. And then we'll give us a tryout on the water this weekend. 1 coat, I'm really impressed right now. It looks good. The stubbles are gone. The coating's not that even. I didn't do a really good job on it. You can see some areas that are a little bit drier. But I'm gonna put this last coat on real good. Time lapse it again so you guys don't have to watch the whole thing. And then we'll take a look at it and see how we did. We could even take 1000 grit or something if we wanted to and sand it 1 more time and clean it up and probably polish it up real nice. Let's get 1 more coat on it and see how it looks. Alright guys, there you have it. I ended up not wet sanding it. I ended up just going with 3 coats. Let's get it focused here. that actually turned out really good. I'm actually quite pleased with how that turned out. Alright guys, as you can see, we have got a fresh new coat on our 22-foot Stiffy Hybrid push pole. Look at that. It looks freaking nice. I hope you guys can see that on the camera. But that did a really, really, really good job. I've still got some little burrs. I've got some drips where I kind of messed up a little bit, but I ain't too worried about that. You can see a few little drips here and there. But overall, man, that looks really nice. I could probably put another coat or two on it and it wouldn't hurt anything. But that is really impressive how well that worked. I'm actually really, really pleased. So the reason I want to make this video, guys, is I did quite a bit of searching and research on refinishing my hybrid Stiffy push pole. Hybrid's a mix between carbon and fiberglass, and I didn't want to mess it up, and I didn't want to ruin an $800 push pole. I didn't want to buy a $1,200 carbon. So I looked and looked and looked, and I could not find a video on the subject, so I thought I would make one. Maybe I can help someone else out. For literally $9 on Amazon, and 30 minutes of my time, including videoing, we were able to put 3 coats, UV resistant, water repellent coating that should help protect that push pole. If it only protects it for 1 season, I'm okay with that. I'm happy. For $9 next year, I can do the same thing. It literally took no time. Let's get this thing picked up, checked out, put back on the boat, and we'll call this video, guys. You can see the thing looks nice. There's no little burrs in it. Hey, alright guys, there you have it. That's a wrap. That was 30 minutes. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's going to be short and sweet. But that turned out really nice. I'm really excited about how easy and quick that was. Really excited how inexpensive it was. If this will last 1 summer, like I said, I'm completely content. That's all I need is a get. I know I need to take the push pole out of the sun and put it in the barn. I just haven't found a spot yet. I'm pretty lazy as far as things go, but I got a good coating on it. I'm super happy with it. I'm excited. Guys, if you came here by way of this DIY video, check out the rest of our catalog. We've got near 100 videos of push poling, sight fishing, bottom fishing, flats fishing all over Texas, Costa Rica, the Florida Keys, Pensacola. We've got a lot of fun stuff on here. So if you came here for the video, take a look. Check out the rest of the channel. See if you like our fishing content. You might just find a new place that you want to come watch some fresh videos. And if you like what you see, give it a fresh subscription, and we'd love to have you guys on board. Anyway, thanks again, man. That was a super easy video, a super easy repair on our 22-foot hybrid Stiffy push pole. Hope you guys liked it, and as usual, we'll see you out there. Yo!